Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, our podcast or solo podcast. So today we're going to talk about something very important but also very simple. This is how to describe anything in English naturally. Have you ever felt like you actually know English, you know the words, you know the grammar, but when you try to explain something, it sounds stiff, short, or confusing? Yeah, that's me, we're same. That's why in this video, I want to help you to learn how to describe things in English in a natural and everyday way, especially for speaking practice. By the way, let me introduce myself first again. My name is Gita Irdina Lasmi. You can call me Gita. I am a student of oil and gas logistics. So I come from Bekasi actually, and I am Indonesian. This video is presented in a solo podcast style. So feel free to listen, relax, and learn together with me. And before we go deeper, let's answer a simple question. What does describe mean? To describe something means to explain how it looks, how it feels, how big or small it is, what shape it has, or what makes it special. In daily life, we describe things all the time. We describe objects, places, people, situations, even feelings. So, learning how to describe things will really help your daily English speaking. Second, basic English rules to describe anything. Now, let's talk about the basic English tools you need. Don't worry, nothing complicated. I promise. 1. Simple present tense. We usually use simple present tense when describing things. For example, this object is round. The room is large. The shape looks so simple. 2. Adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. For the examples is like big, small, long, short, heavy, light, smooth, rude. Adjectives are very important when you describe something. 3. Clear structure. To describe something naturally, you need structure. You can follow this order. 1. General description. 2. Shape. 3. Size or dimension. 4. Details or function. This makes your explanation easy to follow. Next, let me explain how to describe something naturally. Now, here's the key part. To sound natural, don't describe everything at once. Describe step by step like you're talking to a friend. Instead of saying, "This is a big, round, heavy metal object," you can say, "This object is quite big. It has a round shape, it feels heavy, and it's made of metal." See the difference, right? Like same information but more natural and conversational. 3 of 4. Shapes and dimension, main material. Now, let's talk about shapes and dimensions because this is a very common topic when describing objects. First, common shapes. Some basic shapes you should know: circle, square, rectangle, triangle, cylinder, cube. For example, a coin is circular, a book is rectangular, a ball is spherical. Dimension. Dimensions talk about size. Common words like long, short, wide, narrow, tall, short, thick, thin. For the example is like the table is long and wide. The bottle is tall and slim. The paper is thin and light. Next round, example, description, and objects. Now, let me give you a full example. Let's say I want to describe a water bottle. I can say this is a water bottle. It's a cylindrical shape. It is tall and quite slim. The bottle is made of plastic, so it feels like I usually use it every day to drink water. Simple, clear, and natural. Another example, a classroom. This is classroom. It's quiet, large. It has rectangular shape. There are many chairs and tables inside. The room feels bright because there are big windows. Next, common mistakes when describing in English. This kind of very. Now let's talk about some common mistakes. First mistake, using too many difficult words. Remember, simple English is better than fancy English. Second mistake, very short explanations. Try to add shape, size, and the function. Third mistake, memorizing sentence. Don't memorize, understand the pattern, then speak natural. This is the key, Now, practice tips for daily life. Let's talk about how to practice describing things in your real daily life. Because, honestly, the best way to improve speaking is not by memorizing, but by practicing with things around you. 1. Practice with objects around you. Look around you right now. It can be your phone, your bag, your chair, or your bottle or your pillow. Then try to describe it in English. For the example, this is my phone. It has a rectangular shape. It's quiet, thin, and light. I use it every day for communication, to my friends, and studying. You don't need to be perfect. Just speak. Once again, just speak. 2. Practice using the 3-step method. This is my favorite method. And it's very simple. 1. What is it? Step 2. What does it look like? Step 3. What do you use it for? For example, a backpack. This is my backpack. It's a medium size and quite heavy. I use it to carry my books, my laptop, and my handphone or something. 3-step, clear and natural, right? 3. Practice without looking at notes. This part is important. Try to practice without reading a script. You can speak in front of a mirror, recording for your voice, or talk to yourself. At first, it may feel awkward, but that's okay. Feeling awkward means you are learning. Yes, that means your practice. And 4, practice with time challenge. Now, let's make it fun. Set a timer, like 30 seconds, and describe one object. 1 minute, describe one place. 2 minutes, describe your daily routine. This helps you think faster in English and speak more fluently. 5. Practice by comparing objects. Another great way to practice is comparison. For the example, this bottle is taller than my cup. My bag is heavier than my friend's bag. Comparisons help your description sound richer and more detailed. 6. Practice using real-life questions. Ask yourself a simple questions like, what shape is it? Is it big or small? Is it heavy or light? Why do I use it? Just like that. Then answer them in English. Slowly, your brain will get used to think in English. Step 7. Daily mini habit. This is very important. Finally, build a small habit. Every day, choose one object and describe it for 1 minute in English. Only 1 minute, but do it every day. Every day, choose one object and describe it for 1 minute in English. Only 1 minute, but do it every day. Small practice, big progress. And transition back to conclusion, and the conclusion is, so with this practice tips, you don't need a classroom or speaking partner. Your daily life is already your English practice field. So, after watching this video, I hope you understand that describing something in English is not difficult. You don't need perfect grammar, you don't need advanced vocabulary, you only need simple sentence, clear structure, and confidence. Everyone can describe something because everyone sees and uses objects every day. So after this video, try to practice describing objects around you, shapes and size, simple things in your daily life. The more you practice, the more confident you will be when speaking English. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast until the end. I hope this video helps you learn how to describe anything in English naturally. Keep practicing, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next podcast video. Bye bye.